Yes, friends. Now I'm taking the fourth prefix number or lecture number 4, right? In which I'm taking another prefix which is amphi, A-M-P-H-I, amphi. Amphi means both or two, or both, right? Both means two in this case, either this or that. Okay, so the two things are there, to both or two. That means amphi. Now from where, which language it has been taken? Amphi means what, and okay, and the words which are based on this word amphi, that will enlighten you with number of other words, right? You will just find these kind of words very easier now to just interpret the meaning of them, to find the actual thing that what does they mean, or what do they mean, right? So what kind of these words are, let me just explain, and they are going to enlarge you or strengthen you, okay, enhance your vocabulary by 50 to 60 words again, right? And these words mostly related to the medical science. Mostly medical science means because when I was studying biology at my lower standards, 9th standard, when I was studying 40 to 45 years back, right? Maybe 50 years back, right? 50 years back when I was studying at 9th standard, yeah, 50 years back. So in those days I was studying biology. Then there were number of things we came to know about: vertebrates, invertebrates, right? What are the amphibians? Amphibians, what is amphibiology, etc., etc. So number of other words. Medical students are, going to be aware about this word. A lot of, words will be strengthened, okay, or to their memory, to their vocabulary. That is, I'm promising you, right? This word is mostly related to the science, medical science, zoology, botany, etc. Right? So these words are going to give you a lot of incitement, lot of lot of vision regarding the medical words or medical science. Now let us take these words. And the first, let me take the etymology from where this word has been taken. This prefix has been taken, and adding with root words, this prefix will give you number of different kind of words, and that is going to self-explanatory. Those words will be self-explanatory for you. But let me take these words. First, this fourth word, let me take. Fourth prefix is here, amphi. A-M-P-H-I, amphi. Amphi means two or both. Two, both. Both is most appropriate, or two is also, because two means both. In this case, two. Now, from where this word has been taken, or this prefix has been taken, let me talk about this. Now, this prefix has been taken from Greek word, the same word, amphi, A-M-P-H-I, amphi, that means both. And this is the Greek word, So amphi means both from Greek language. So etymologically it is a Greek word, and that has given us a number of words which has increased the vocabulary of the dictionary as well, of the mind of the people. Okay, let us check the words one by one. So let me take first word here. First word is amphibious. What is amphibious? Sorry, A-M-P-H-I. This is A-M-P-H-I, amphibious. B-I-O-U-S. Amphibious. This adjective here, right? So this means capable of. Which are the amphibious animals? Amphibious animals are those animals which are capable of living in land as well as in water. So first stage in water, then in land, or both way, right? So capable of living on both land and water. Capable of living. Then adjective, those animals which are capable of, not animals, or capability of living. Capable of living on both land and water. So all those animals which are, they are known as amphibious animals, living on land as well as in water, right? So in land and water, animals which are living in both land and they are known as amphibians. Like frog can stay in water as well as on land. So this is amphibious animals. Even crocodile is also there. Okay, mostly it lives in water, but it can also come on land. Mostly found in land, on a sandy land, where it acts. Okay, or it gives eggs there. Okay, so that is how amphibious animals which are staying or living, can live, capable of living in land or on land as well as in water. That is how and water. So this is amphibious animals. Then second part, let me take amphibiology. What is amphibiology? A-P-H-I-B-I-O-L-O-G-Y. Amphibiology. Okay. So what is this amphibiology? That branch of biology or medical science. That branch of second body. That branch of zoology. This is zoology. Animal science, where we study about animal zoology and botany. Botany is about plants and zoology about animals. So animals means including human beings as well. All kinds of animals. So animal science is zoology. Zoo means animal. Okay, so animals, zoology. That branch of zoology which is concerned with animals, that live on both land and water, right? That is amphibiology. With animals that live on land and water, on both land and water. Okay, so that biology, that medical science, zoology, that branch of zoology that deals with lands, with animals which can live on land as well as in water. Okay, so there are those animals that are dealt in this amphibiology. Amphi means both, and biology means the science of animals, right? Biology. So amphi, that branch of biology, that branch of biology or zoology that dealt in or that dealt with animals which are staying on land as well as in water, right? That is how, with animals that live on both land and water. So this is amphibiology. Let me take other two words. Two words let me take. Okay, so two words. Further two words let me take. Okay, now third word, number 3. Amphibia. What is amphibia? This is amphibia, B-I-A. What is amphibia? This is noun here. Amphibia. Amphibiology was also noun that we have discussed it. Okay, now amphibia is also noun. A class of this is a class of vertebrates. What are the vertebrates, by the way? I'll discuss about this. A class of vertebrates. Right? A class of vertebrates. Alright. A class of vertebrates that having characteristics of both land and both fish and reptiles, or in between fish and reptiles. Okay, reptiles means snakes, etc. So vertebrates having characteristics of those animals, let me say, of animals that is amphibia, class of vertebrates having characteristics of both animals, both fish and that have characteristics of animals that have in between fish and reptiles, right? That we can say Characteristics of both. Characteristics of, let me take characteristics of both fish and reptiles. What does it mean? Of fish and reptiles. Now reptiles are, you know what? So the reptiles, snakes, etc. That are the reptiles. R-E-P-T-I-L-E-S. I'm sorry. This is reptiles. Reptiles. So characteristics of both fish and reptiles, or we can say the animals which are lying in between fish and reptiles. That both characteristics are found in those animals. So that is the branch of amphibia, is the branch of a class of vertebrates or animals which are having backbone. What are the vertebrates? Vertebrates are those animals which are having backbones. Okay, in which skeleton is found, in which backbone is mostly found. That branch of animals is vertebrates. Mostly amoeba, living amoeba. Amoeba is invertebrate, which is not having backbone. Okay, so those animals which are having backbone, they are vertebrates. This branch of animals is having vertebrates, a class of vertebrates having characteristics of both fish and reptiles. They are known as amphibia. That class of animals is known as amphibia class. Okay. Then fourth, we take the fourth word. Fourth word is amphibiology. Again, amphibiology. Okay. This amphibiology, I think I have taken already. Amphibiology. Same thing. Ambiguity. Sorry, amphi, this is biology. Not biology, but amphibology. I'm sorry. This word is amphibology. What does it mean? This is amphibology. Again, noun. Now this is ambiguity or arising from a phrase which can have two characteristics or two constructions. Right? Ambiguity, amphibology. Bology means language means birds, or biology means language. So those words, ambiguity of words, this is ambiguity, or arising from, this is ambiguity arising from, this word we have dealt in previous lecture series. Ambiguity arising from a phrase, arising from a phrase, arising from a phrase which can have two constructions. Means a word which has two meanings may say constructions or two meanings. Amphibology, a word which is having both meanings, negative, positive maybe, or two kinds of words are there. So ambiguity arising from a phrase which can have two constructions. Right? This is ambiguity of the words. Ambiguity. So this is amphibology. Amphibology is that branch of, what you call language or birds. Those birds which are collected in a branch. That is amphibology. Amphibology means all those birds which are having double meanings or two meanings. Ambiguity is arising from those birds. Those words are having double meaning. Okay, double meaning or both meanings. Maybe that meaning should we take that meaning or that meaning or this meaning. There is a confusion between the meaning of that word. So ambiguity is having double meaning in this case. Now fifth word, let me talk about. Fifth word is amphibiotic. Again related to this. Amphibiotic, sorry, biotic means biology. So this is amphibiotic, B-I-U-T-I-C, adjective. This is amphibiotic, adjective here. Amphibiotic again related to the producing two kinds of, amphibiotic is living in water in the early age and on land in the adult age, adult life, amphibiotic animals. So this is what living amphibiotic animals are those animals which living in water in the early stage of life, and on land in adult age, or later age on land in adult life. Okay, or on land in adult life. That means both characteristics are found in those animals. That branch of animals, they are known as amphibiotic animals. Similarly, as we have discussed initially, amphibians, right? Amphibians are those animals, amphibious animals, capable of living in both land and, that is amphibious animals. But this is amphibiotic, means living in water in early stage on land, and on land in adult age, on water in early stage of life, and in second age, means an adult age, they are living in on land. So this is how amphibiotic animals, the characteristics which are found in animals which are of this kind, both living in water as well as in land. This is amphibiotic animals. Amphibiotic adjective. The characteristics which are found in those animals, they are known as amphibiotic animals. Okay, with the five. Okay, 5 words we have discussed now. To this stage we have taken 5 words. Let me talk about 6 words onwards. Now 6th word onwards, let me talk about. First let me clean this. Okay, now 6th word. What is the 6th word here? 6th word is amphicarpic. What is amphicarpic? But let me talk about amphicarpic. What are the amphicarpic animals? Or plants? What are the amphicarpic means? Your 6th word, amphicarpic adjective. Amphicarpic, that means producing both, two kinds of fruits. They are amphicarpic. Amphicarpic plants or trees. Amphicarpic, producing two kinds of fruit. Producing two kinds of fruit. Of fruit. Okay, now those plants are known as amphicarpic plants. Amphicarpic. Alright, this is known as amphicarpic. So amphicarpic adjective. This is adjective as I have written down here. And that kind of plants or trees which are producing two kinds of fruits. Right, two kinds of fruits are coming. So that branch of plants, or this is the botany, a bird from botany or plant science. Okay, so amphicarpic. And 7th word, let me talk about. 7th word is amphicarnia again. This is amphicarnia. Amphicarnia. N-I-A. Amphicarnia. Right, amphicarnia. 7th word, it is a noun. Amphicarnia. It is a noun here. That is pain on both sides of head. That is amphicarnia. So amphicarnia, carnia related to the head. So amphicarnia, pain on both sides of head. Pain on both sides of head. Both sides of head. That is known as amphicarnia. Now 8th word, amphibolia. Yeah, this is amphibolia. Amphibolia, L-I-A. Amphibolia, 8th word. Amphibolia. This is amphibolia. Now here, amphibolia is a disease of high fever, okay, with fluctuating temperature. That is amphibolia. So amphibolia is a disease of high fever, disease of high fever with fluctuating temperature, with fluctuating temperature, with fluctuating temperature. Okay, then ninth word. What is the ninth word here? Amphirhina. Amphirhina. Ninth word is amphirhina. R-H-I-N-A. Amphirhina. R-H-I-N-A. Amphirhina or rhina. Amphirhina. Okay, so amphi means both, rhina means here. Rhina is vertebrates with double nasal chambers. Double nasal chambers, those animals are known as amphibian animals. Okay, those vertebrates, this is noun here. So vertebrates mean those animals which are having backbones. So those animals or those vertebrates with double nasal chambers. Double nasal chambers. Got the point. Double nasal chambers. This is again biological word. Those animals which are, they are known as amphibian animals. Vertebrates with double nasal chambers, in which double nasal chambers are found. Those animals are known as amphibian. Okay. Now the other three words which are left over, let me take them also. This is the ninth word. So this is amphibian word, R-H-I-N-A, rhina. Amphi, both. Rhina means the branch of animals which are having double nasals. Okay, amphibian. Amphibolia, eighth word I have taken, disease of high fever with fluctuating temperature. Amphibolia, that we have taken. Then amphicrania, pain on both sides of head. This is amphicrania. Sorry, not amphicarnia, but this is crania. I'm sorry. This is crania. C-R-A-N-I-A. This is the seventh word. Seventh word is amphicrania, not carnia, but amphicrania. C-R-A-N-I-A. I'm sorry, this is spelling was wrong. So amphicrania. C-R-A-N-I-A. Crania. This is amphicrania. Amphicrania means pain on both sides of head. That is amphicrania that I have just corrected now. So amphicrania. Then amphicarpic, that I have already taken, producing two kinds of fruit. That is amphicarpic. Carpic is botanical word. Mostly medical words they are. Medical science means zoology and botany, related to those two branches of animals, two branches of science, right? Zoology and botany. So this is biological words, mostly medical words. So 9 words we have taken. Let us take now 10th word onwards. Now word number 10. Let us talk about. 10th word is this is amphibians. Yeah, amphibians. S-C-I-A-N-S. Amphibians. S-C-I-A-N-S. S-C-I-A-N-S. Amphibians. It's a noun here. Amphibians. S-C-I-A-N-S. A-M-P-H-I, amphibians, S-C-I-A-N-S, S-C-I-A-N-S, amphibians again. Now these are the inhabitants of tropics. Those animals are known as amphibians. So inhabitants of those animals which are, or people or animals, inhabitants of tropics. So those animals animals which live in tropical lands. Okay, and inhabitants of tropics. 10th word, amphibians, inhabitants of the tropics, the tropics, special word, the tropics land or tropic areas on the land. Okay, so tropic areas, those inhabitants which stay in tropic lands or tropic areas, they are known as amphibians. Now 11th word, let me talk about amphiborous. Again very important word, A-M-P-H-I, amphiborous, B-O-R-O-U-S, amphiborous, adjective. Now this is adjective, it was noun here, amphiborous, A-M-P-H-I-B-O-R-O-U-S, B-O-R-O-U-S, amphiborous, adjective. That means eating flesh and vegetables both. That is amphiborous. Amphiborous means those animals which eat both animals, meat and or flesh, you may say flesh and vegetables. That is known as eating both flesh, means animal meat, and vegetable foods. Animal flesh foods or vegetable foods or animal food. That means animal meat. Okay, both animal and eating animal meat and vegetable foods. They are known as amphiborous. Borous means eating. 12th word, last word here. Amphora. A-M-P-H-O-R-A. Amphora. Amphora is a noun. Okay, an ornament with two handles, or an ornamental jar, we can say an ornamental jar with two handles, two handles. So amphora is an what you call amphora is an ornamental jar. Ornamental means very decorated one. So an ornamental jar, this is jar word. Ornamental jar with two handles, right? With two handles. So ornamental jar with two handles. That is not an ornamental jar with two handles. That is known as amphora. Amphora, again am means two. Amphora. So amphora is instrumental jar, okay, decorated jar, instrumental, ornamental, sorry, an ornamental jar, not instrument, but an ornamental jar with two hands. So either again related to two things or two hands, two handles. This is not a biological word, but this is other from biological word or medical word. Otherwise, most of the words were biological words or medical words, right? These words are related to all those students who are studying medical science, geology and botany. You will find these words in more quantity there. Okay, so only, as I always say, the science words are mostly framed with the help of prefixes, suffixes and root words. Root words, when added with prefixes, you will get number of biological words. And similarly science words, I mean chemistry words or chemical words, physics, okay, words from physics, medical sciences, biology, botany, etc. Okay, so all the technological words, scientific words, they are framed on, they are based on prefixes and suffixes. So you will find lot of vocabulary, lot of words with the help of this one important prefix, amphi, A-M-P-H-I. Amphi means both or two. Okay, taken from Greek language. Etymologically, it is from Greek language, right? So this is how this word is going to enlighten you with lot of words, vocabulary. I mean, it will enhance your vocabulary. There is no doubt about this. You can have lot of words of vocabulary with the help of this basic word, this basic prefix here. This is amphi. Okay then. See you in the next lecture. Again, I am going to take next important prefix, which is the fifth one. This is the fourth lecture we have completed, and now I'll take the fifth one. In fifth one, I'll take